Welcome back to Inside Politics. Our guest today is Congressman Marsha Blackburn. Congressman, it seems the other issue that continues to dominate Washington is the Russian investigations. President Trump has said that he thought he was being wiretapped in Trump Tower during the election. He hasn't offered much evidence about that. The FBI and the CIA don't have any evidence to offer. They don't think it happened. Why does he keep bringing it up?
Well, I think because of the concern, and then you have the situation that arose with Susan Rice this week, saying that she had requested summaries, reviewed summaries, and the unmasking of some of the names
but nothing about
from
her
the transition
that to the media.
team. Well, we don't know who unmasked, if she was indeed the one that did the unmasking.
Well,
and
unmasking
then as
and giving it to the media is not the same thing. Unmasking was part of her job as National Security Advisor, and then she did that as a part of her work. She denies she gave it to anybody in the media. And
well,
what evidence do you have to offer that she did?
We don't know that. We don't know that she
she's
did
been accused
not
of, but she's been accused
that.
of what, based on what evidence?
I think that as a member of the Trump transition team, vice chairman of that, I want to know if she unmasked my name, if she gave my information to someone, and indeed 3 of us in Congress who were members of the transition team wrote a letter to the majority and minority leadership, House and Senate, on Intel this week to ask them to get to the bottom of this so that we can all know. If she did the unmasking, it does raise questions. Why did she think that she should be getting those? Why was she saying that it was for, what were her purposes? Her interview with MSNBC with Andrea Mitchell did raise a lot of questions, and since she was willing to talk to Andrea Mitchell, I think she should be willing to come in under oath before the committee and answer those questions. The
committee investigation of the House, the Intelligence Committee, on the role of the Russians within the election got off to a rather rocky start. The chairman of that committee, Representative Nunes, has now stepped aside on that part of the committee.
Congressman Conaway is going to lead that.
Did he make the right decision given all the controversy that had come up about his role in this and sort of how he'd been favoring the White House?
Yeah, I can understand Chairman Nunes doing that because he is very low-key and very quiet. I don't think that it was something that was necessary. I do think that those that oppose him kind of picked up the rhetoric to take the heat off of Susan Rice and to redirect that. And it's really unfortunate that you see that political air around trying to get answers on this issue with Russia. I still, as a matter of fact, want to know what the relationship was with Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton and Uranium One and the Clinton Foundation and then the Russian bank. And there is all of that we still are waiting to get. I want to know what former President Obama's relationship was with Medvedev. And when he said, please tell Vladimir I'll have more flexibility after the election. All of these things go into that ball of wax, if you will, about the relationship with individuals in the U.S. and Russia. And then we know that Russia is not someone who wishes us well.
One piece of legislation that you helped pass in the House and passed in the Senate has been signed by the President would also allow internet companies and other internet providers to be able to sell people's individual browser histories.
No, that is incorrect.
That's not what it allows.
No,
that's what every
not.
story I've read about it says.
Well, and I appreciate the opportunity to kind of clear that up.
Briefly.
We are here because of Title II, which was the reclassification of the Internet service and information service as a telecom service and put under 1935 Ma Bell rules. Now, the FCC and Chairman Wheeler at that point went around Congress, who on a bipartisan basis had opposed this. They reclassified it so they could do 2 things, regulate it and tax it. The first tranche of regulations they pushed forward were privacy. Just as we did not want the government in charge of your internet, we don't want them in charge of your privacy.
So the amount of money that was given you by the outside groups, it had nothing to do with this?
No, not at all. Not at all. The FTC has been the nation's privacy regulator both in the physical and online space for about a half century, and they should continue to be. The Washington Post had a great editorial by Chairman Pai from the FCC, the current chairman, and Chairman Olhausen from the FTC regarding this, and said the headline was, "No, the Republicans did not take away your internet privacy. What we want is more robust privacy, more robust data security." And Pat, we have tried. I chaired the privacy working group for 2 full years. We've tried to get the Democrats to join us in privacy, data security. We encourage them to do so. Congress should be making the laws, not a federal agency putting rules in place that can be changed every 4 years. People want certainty.
Congressman, thank you for joining us. I would say I found one bill in Congress that you're co-sponsoring this year that may give us hope that both parties can come together. It would allow hearing aids to be sold over the counter. You're sponsoring it along with Elizabeth Warren and Joe Kennedy Jr.
That's right. Joe Kennedy and I are working on this. We've got an op-ed coming out soon.
Thank you so much for having me back in soon.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for joining us on Inside Politics. I'll be back here again for a future show. If you can't get into politics in the meantime, go to the NewsChannel 5 website. You'll find my Capitol View commentary there. A new commentary posted every Friday afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you back here next time. Goodbye.